My mic is actually heavier than like the arm can take, so it like slowly droops every few days.
Mine broke the welds at one point, and I had to
Wow.
duct tape it to the desk. That was fun.
I guess I got lucky on mine. Does yours have like mine's got tons of springs on it, and apparently it's not stretched to springs yet.
So mine broke. Okay, let's go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go finish.
The welds broke at the desk mount, like that where the arm is putting that pressure on it.
Oh yeah.
It was Audio Technica.
Audio Jungle.
I don't think they make their own. I think they buy them from some.
They do, and they put their brand on it.
Well, shit, I got mine with an Audio Techno mic, and it didn't even have their brand on it. They're like, here.
Typically, the ones you get are cheap. They don't spend money into the accessories.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Okay, sorry. It's just a long-winded discussion about nothing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The clap didn't pick up on my side.
I got you. I got you.
I can't
God
clap.
damn it!
I can't clap.
Hold on.
My
I'll
knee-
talk
my
why
knee-
I clap. There we go.
Clap.
Why I clap.
Why do I clap?
Really?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me clap when I'm talking.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh, cool. Welcome to episode 17.
The anti-clap podcast.
Hey, wait,
Sons of Bananas podcast.
hey, you can do this instead of clapping.
Clapping is for losers.
Okay, well, sorry that my nice new mic,
Derailed from the start.
is so good that it has anti-clapping like,
Anti-clapping?
sound gate.
On Discord.
Was that
No,
in the
no, no,
description?
it's not. I turned that off. It's my my mixer. Is,
Oh, that's the XLR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent.
Well, like, I'm
Is that
so
the
surprised.
description of the mic anti-clapping.
At least it doesn't have the
But
clap.
I'm surprised because I feel like it should be louder than the gate I have.
Wow,
It's like
Grim.
awkward.
Wow.
But as anyways, we're always joined by my beautiful boys here.
Oh shit, that's my cue. Hi. I'm Blake.
Sebastian.
I'm sometimes grim.
I'm lone.
I'm Ray.
I'm 2.
And as always,
No,
I'm
not
Blake,
how
you
very
got
old
right
you
too?
are.
Sorry, I couldn't. I was trying not to laugh.
Blake, how long can you keep that bit up? I'm wondering how long you can keep it up.
I
every
bet you can keep
single
it up
week.
forever at this rate.
People are always wondering how long he can keep it up.
Oh, Jesus, Grim. What's wrong with you?
Grim.
You want the whole list or just summary?
I don't know how to go from this.
We're only an hour and a half podcast, or we try to be. We don't have that much time.
I think I said that last episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was said we're gonna just reformat to about hour and a half. I mean, I think you said hour 15, hour and a half, something like that. Just in case, we don't want to go too far. But go ahead. We actually have some of these topics are, well, 2 of them kind of all somewhat together. But we can go ahead.
Are you having to lean to look at these topics?
Yeah, you're very far away from your
Yeah,
mic.
you went
Oh.
very far.
Okay. I
It's
didn't
like,
go
are
that
you
far.
leaning way over?
I only moved like 2 inches in my face. Tone. But anyway,
Yes.
we'll talk about the most specific one of Mobile Phase 4. So I don't know if this is Blake's topic, so we can go ahead and the raise Mr. Mobile.
Mr.
Yeah,
Marvel.
specifically the release of the preview of Phase 4 that was shown like 2 or 3 days ago, which basically gave dates and previews for a lot of the upcoming things we're going to be seeing. For everyone that has seen that, like, what are you looking forward to out of that? Is there anything in particular that doesn't really grab you as interesting? And mainly this is just for everyone who's got the Marvel sort of interest in their thing. Like I know Too Fresh isn't really a movies person. Trace isn't
I
really
like
a Marvel
I
person.
like Marvel. I just don't like movies. So yeah.
But yeah, just opinions, what you've seen, what you got, what you sort of took out of
Well,
that preview.
I like
and-
Marvel. I just haven't seen a lot of the new stuff, to be honest. Also,
Same.
I don't have
Oh wait, they're doing. I remember something. There's one that was coming out. I was excited about. I can't remember. It's been more than a day since I watched that.
I also don't have the Marvel Plus or whatever. No, Disney Plus, sorry, the streaming service. So unfortunately, a lot of the content that they make, I can't.
Most of the stuff is
watch.
theaters.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the newer stuff they're putting out, like the shows and whatever.
Oh yeah. So
Have
I've
they
got, the,
said if
I've got the timeline. If anybody's that, I just pulled it up.
Well, I mean, with the Disney, you can
Ooh.
still watch it at home, but you're still paying what, $30 to watch it?
For
Yeah, that's what's
Yes.
sold. Is that
So
30?
I don't do that part.
A
I don't-
movie.
Yeah, is it 30
When the
full
mov-
movie?
when these movies come out, like Black
you
Widow,
own
when
the
it
movie
when
at
it
that
comes
point?
out, that I don't know.
oh,
I
you're
don't
talking
know how
about
they're gonna be
the
doing it.
the pay
So,
thing. Okay, on
Do you
Disney
wanna
Plus.
Hear the timeline of movies and stuff.
Go ahead. So that
So
way,
June
we can just-
11th, 2021 is the new Loki show, which I'm interested in. It looks interesting. I like what's his name is Loki. The Black
Tom
Widow movie.
Hiddleston.
Thank you. The Black Widow movie comes out on July 9th. It was supposed to come out May 20th,
Last year.
2020.
that one's
yeah.
been pushed back so many times.
Mid 2021 is What If ... I don't even know what that is.
Those are going to be
Ooh.
your short episodes, and that's where that I think Marvel Zombies is going to come in too.
Oh, that's when they
one of
do.
it.
Yeah, I remember. I
So,
heard about this.
yeah,
This is
what
when
if-
they like do the like.
Captain
What if this
Russia?
happened, or what if this
Yes.
happened? Yeah.
So yeah, what if it's well, a small series that they did of little scenarios of what if this scenario happened in the universe, how would this happen? So they're basically taking that series and making it.
So, yeah,
yeah.
it looks good. That looks interesting. But September 3rd, 2021 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. That looks interesting to me. I hope, the hope is they somehow mix a martial arts movie and a Marvel movie into one. That's what a lot of people are hoping for. The one I'm
That's
looking
essentially
forward
what
is,
it's going to be, though.
Yeah. Well, I just hope it's good.
Yeah.
I hope they do it well. Let's put it that way. I know that's what it's going to be, but I hope they do it like they should. The next one, the one I'm looking forward to is The Eternals. Is coming out November 5th, 2021.
That looked good too.
Yeah, and
That
was
looks
like always
absolutely amazing.
So that's going to open up a whole set because this is phase 4, right? So all these still tying to each other. So that's going to open up a whole separate, like, the Eternals are crazy powerful, some of them. So it's interesting.
Yes.
So December 17th, 2021 is Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, that's going to be a Christmas movie. Late 2021 is Hawkeye. I don't know if that's a show or a movie, but nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa.
I like Hawkeye.
Sorry. I can shoot a bow. All right.
Well, you gotta remember he likes Hawkeye, but he hasn't seen none of the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
that's true.
seen the movies. I just haven't
He's not,
seen.
if I'm honest, he's
Two.
not
Most
great in the
new
comic
ones.
books either, if I'm honest. If we're honest, he's not the greatest in the comic books. He's a dude that can shoot a bow. All right.
Yeah.
Here, see my bazooka bow. So late 2020, he doesn't even have me. Never mind. I ain't getting in the Hawkeye thing. I mean, I guess you got to have something to balance out all the superheroes, really. Late 2021 is Miss Marvel. Don't know how that's going to work because technically Captain Marvel is Miss Marvel. March 25th, 2022 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's been pushed way back. Is that was supposed to come out this year? I want to say.
I thought that was supposed to.
Thor:
Yeah.
Love and Thunder is coming out May 6th, 2022. That's one I'm looking forward to. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Looking forward to that.
So what are they doing for that one specifically? Is that his sister? Wasn't it his sister?
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to pay homage to him because he was that role. It's
Right,
so
but
hard,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't want CGI.
No, I don't. I
No,
hope
they're not.
No, they're not. They're definitely not doing any of that. But they've also brought back Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger.
That's good. I haven't seen it, but I think I will watch it.
I like Michael B. Jordan.
Black Widow.
But then November 11th is the Marvels, aka Captain Marvel 2. Oh, that's gonna be. That's a character that's interesting. What does TBC stand for? To be something?
To be confirmed.
Oh, okay. 2022 is Moon Knight. I like Marvel. Don't know what that is. Can't remember what that is, I should say. She-Hulk is 2022. That looks good.
Oh, interesting.
Late 2022. This is the death of Marvel right here. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. It's terrible.
If you think that is the death of Marvel, then
Of course, Star Wars did it, and they survived somehow, so maybe that'll work. February
I feel
17th,
like-
2023, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And then May 5th, 2023 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume. That's the last one. That's what, 3 years worth of content right there?
Yep.
And they're all interconnected? It's got to go beyond that. I wonder what the big... I don't know. I'm just curious of how... I'm glad they're bringing in, like, She-Hulk. You know, that's a good one to bring in.
She-Hulk's cool. I'll give them that.
Eternals are cool. Shang-Chi is cool. It's all like, now they've got to the point they're like, okay, here's our main characters. You saw their arc. Now they're all basically retired. And here's all the ones you never heard of that we can just do whatever the hell we want with. That's cool. I'm interested in a lot of these.
I am the same. The Eternals probably looks the most exciting to me. But I do really want to see how they develop other things associated with it.
Yeah. Is that the one with the king and all that? Eternals? Do they have a king?
That's
I'm
Inhumans.
confused.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Inhumans.
Is it the Inhumans that he can't talk? at all?
Yeah.
Yes.
God, I wish they would redo that better than they did it. That's
Did they
another
actually-
one that would be good.
Did they do it?
Yeah.
I thought they did a show.
They did a
They did.
series, they did
It's
a
on-
series.
I don't remember hearing about that. Huh.
It's on Hulu, I
I
think.
tried to watch one episode and I was like, boy, this is terrible.
I watched it. I liked it.
It's like the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I made it through one season of that show and I went, boy, this is terrible.
True. I like that
I
one.
watched the first like two seasons of it.
I forced myself through the first season. It's like, I was like, something's not grabbing me. I don't know what it was, but just something wasn't. And if it doesn't grab me, I'm just not going to watch it. As you can see from The Boys.
Sad.
I'm going to watch it eventually. It's just
Voice
I've
was
got
so
to,
good.
I've got to try.
Very good.
I got through like 2 or 3 episodes and then it just lost me somewhere along the way, and I got to go back and see if I can find it again. So for the Witcher took me 2 episodes in before I was like, okay, I like this and I'm into it, and then I watched the whole damn thing.
Well, that should be coming back out, and what Stranger Things, not to get off subject, but
That's another one. The Stranger Things.
Well, the
These are
trailer was
shows
released
people
today,
talk
I
about
think,
all
right?
the time that I don't watch. What's the other one with the dragons and the naked people?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That's how I reference
Yes,
Game of
dragons
Thrones.
and naked people.
Well, how would you reference it? I've actually tried to read those books too, and I like reading, but not that much.
Okay, to be fair, the only times I ever saw anything, like I ever watched a Game of Thrones episode, well, like the last 2 episodes. Those are the only episodes I've ever watched. So, not great. But, I don't know. I think that show's still good. A lot of people are mad and won't binge watch it now.
Which show?
Game of Thrones.
well, I mean, you got the new one about to be in production right now, so
Oh, there was a new one.
It's
it's the pre.
yeah.
Um,
I don't know
Like,
when
oh,
exactly, but I know it's before the
it's
actual.
the House of Dragons, is what this would be called.
Yeah.
So it's about that
Targaryens.
bloodline.
All I know is that the ending of that pissed a lot of people off.
I mean,
And it still has, because the book hasn't come out yet. So
That book's never coming out. He got his.
I'm sure he still gets his money from anyone watching Game of Thrones now.
well, I mean that, and I think he's part of the new one too.
Who? Oh,
George R. R. Martin.
yeah. It had taken me a second.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I liked it. I didn't have an issue with it.
I don't know. It's just for me. I just couldn't. I tried to watch it, and I was like, man. Plus, I didn't have so it was not something that like, I don't know. I mean, I've got HBO Max now, so I could watch it anytime.
Just didn't grip you. That's fail though.
I like that kind of stuff. It just that one never grabbed me.
You have
Like,
to.
Warehouse 13 is probably one of my favorite series ever made.
That's a nice series.
Yep.
For Game of
I go back-
Thrones, you really have to get past the first.
See, and every time somebody says that to me about a series, I'm like, that's gonna kill that for me. You have to
Yeah.
get past, because that's like,
Well-
Breaking Bad's another one like that.
So the
You gotta get past that first like few episodes, I'm like, you see, then it's not gonna stick, and I'm not gonna do it.
well, you got to give the first few episodes to kind of get you, like, I guess, up to date to what's going on and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah,
And that's how they just structure the show.
I know there's a lot of shows that do that. I mean, even you gotta remember, The Witcher to me was all a whole new world because I've never played any of the Witcher games, but for some reason it grabbed me and got me in.
That's just because I guess genre.
Played a
That's
little
Henry
bit of one of the older ones, but I don't remember. I mean, it was that long ago.
It's
Yeah,
Henry
I mean-
Cavill that drew me in. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And with his top off, I can't resist it.
Understandable.
The dude he like actively searched that out because he wanted to play that role because he played the Witcher games.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he built his own computer, and he's a
Yeah. I
He's-
love
he's
his
a cool guy.
Original,
That's
He
his-
talked about
That's his qualification. He builds his own computer. That's it.
Well, on Graham Norton, he was talking about he met what's his name that played Gladiator?
I can't remember.
Anyway, he met him when he was a kid. And
Russell
he's
Crowe.
tired. That's it. Mouthful of food. He was talking about it, and he talked about what his nickname was in school, and it was Fat Cavill. So, he's not always been that way. He's not always looked the way he does now.
hot.
If that gives me any hope of looking like Henry Cavill in like next 10 years, I'll take it.
From what I understand, what you gotta do is like basically
Touch
nothing
yourself.
but protein and vitamins, and then work your ass off constantly.
Okay, well, I'll take the slightly not that.
Yeah. I mean, like if you ever see the diet people that these people do.
I don't know. The Witcher.
Yes.
Is that a question?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Well, yeah, I really enjoyed The
I was
Witcher.
saying I got so distracted.
The Witcher, I think, is definitely one of those properties that they need to bring back, and there is talk of it once everything settles down.
Wait, of what?
They do have a series. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they have season 2 coming out sometime soon. They haven't actually given a date yet.
He's been working on it, yeah.
Yeah, they keep teasing us with like posters, I guess, promotional posters, but they're not actually giving a date yet. Bastards. But yeah, they are actively working on it now. But yeah, the actual first season is what got me playing the game. Which the first 2 I didn't really like, but well done. Why am I talking by myself?
I haven't played The Witcher.
Oh, well, play it. Don't play the first and second.
No.
Play Wild
No,
Hunt.
I'm good. I'm very good.
Well, only the third one's a good game.
Yeah. The first 2, I didn't like the what would it be called? Where you playing like from above?
Overhead
Top down.
view.
Top down.
It's I don't know. Is that top down?
Are you,
Like
are you looking at it from straight
From
above?
would be top down.
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to play it to really see it, but it's okay. So, what is it called? Fucking
That's
Don't
top
Starve. Don't Starve is top down, right?
Yeah.
Relatively.
See, it's not quite like that. It's more of a third person kind of thing. At least the first one
Okay.
is. But yeah, it's stupid. Don't play it.
The only fun part in the first one is they make fun of this of Assassin's Creed in it.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a spot where you can find someone who's fallen off a like jumped off a building into a pile of hay, but is dead, and he says, "East assassins never learn. You can't do that."
Oh, I never even saw that. I didn't really play it too far past.
Oh yeah, that was probably like the third mission, and I'm like, okay, I give up. What was that?
Sorry.
Were you blending your own smoothie?
Wait, there's a weird like spot on my desk, like sticky spot. I don't know what the hell got here.
Oh.
Scrape it.
No, I'm trying to. It's my butcher block, so I'm just gonna sand it off since I can't wipe it off.
Okay, good.
So I'm gonna mute.
That's how you can turn on the camera and we have
He has the camera
I
on.
don't want to. I don't.
more than a podcast.
I don't want to get banned. I'm already gonna get muted this stream because I watched the Phase 4 trailer.
Oh.
I didn't have it up, but the sound.
I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, but it had some of the music.
Oh, it had DMCA music. Okay, well, that's unlucky.
Yeah. It had like the Marvel music.
The Marvel theme.
Yeah, there they go.
That's the only music that you hear in it. And I don't really know if that'd be DMCA-able.
I guarantee it is. It's come on now, it's Disney.
Probably in some regard, yeah.
No.
Okay.
All right.
The other thing with Marvel Phase 4, which I'm very surprised hasn't been brought up yet, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Someone hasn't watched it.
That's me.
Ah,
That's why we haven't been talking
How
about
is
it.
Mr. Marvel
He
not
didn't like
watched?
it. That's what he said at least earlier. He couldn't get hooked on it.
Couldn't get hooked on it.
Oh,
Okay.
Still hear you.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm well. You think I wouldn't say this to your face?
see, that surprises me that you would not get through one series.
No,
Like,
I gotta go back to it. It couldn't. I don't know, something about it just didn't. I told you. Don't grab
I
me.
will say, the first 2 or 3 episodes were a little slow.
Yeah, they were. Like,
However,
as they are.
after that, it gets good very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it. I just gotta make time. I've had things going on.
You'll definitely like it. Like toward the end of it, you'll like it. Trust us. We know better.
I trust you. I just gotta make time.
Y'all heard it. He
House
trusts me.
sale and all that, so.
Y'all heard it here first. Ray actually trusts me.
Not what I was laughing about, but
Nothing about
It's
lip.
going a bit full.
He said it though.
I still haven't seen the trail, so I don't have anything I'm super hyped for, I guess. Maybe What If. That's maybe like slightly biggest thing. I don't know. Maybe the Guardian special. I like do like the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I knew them before the movie. So other than that, I'm not.
I'm pretty
compulsively
sure.
invested.
I'm pretty sure that Guardians Christmas special is sort of like a James Gunn funny thing. It's probably going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be fine. But that's basically it. I don't really care for anything else.
You do notice the Spider-Man title still the same, like
Oh, Spider-Man movie. That's it. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one I'm excited for.
shit. What was it? No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
It's No Way Home. What are you laughing at?
Damn.
You'll see.
Has he done something? No, sorry.
So this, I guess, this kind of can tie into today's topic of media, in a movie, book, game, anything else you really want that you think is underestimated. What do you mean by that, Ray? You have a second.
Well, like. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm listening to everything. I hear all. I'm just not reacting. Okay, there was 2 men in my bed just now.
That's what I was laughing at. Sorry.
It's not me.
I don't know, like, for me, a movie I thought that was relatively recently released, it's been a while now, but when it came out, I think it was, like, one of my favorite movies of all time that was recently released was A Quiet Place. And I think it was underestimated because, like, people just were like, hey, it's a horror movie. You know, and they kind of just dismissed it as, like, a Hollywood. But to me...
Was it the one with John Krasinski?
Yeah, that's the one he basically wrote and produced.
Okay, so yeah, my dad we saw the first one, and then it was supposed to come out right. The second one was supposed to come out right before COVID hit.
Yeah, it's coming out this month.
Yeah, they pushed it back, so my dad was very excited for that. So he's he's in the same camp as you.
Thank you. I'm glad I can be the same as your, I assume, middle-aged father. That's good to know.
60, so.
Jesus.
Okay.
That's even better.
I might be the oldest in age, but Ray's the oldest in brain.
Well, I can guarantee you that. I have no memory. We've already established that.
That's anyone, though. None of us have memories.
But, yeah, it's just like that. For me, that was one I feel like even my parents are like, oh, that's just a horror film. I'm like, no, watch it and you'll see. And everybody else I've got to finally actually watch it, they generally like it. I mean, I don't know about anybody else here. I don't know if anybody else cares about it. I just think it's a good story, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it from here. Considering he wrote and directed that, Mr. Funnyman is not... It's also a bit of a sellout, but that's a different subject.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly. But I know what you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know what that means, or if he knew what that was going to happen with that. I mean, we don't know what he actually going to happen. He does have a life and a job beyond this, so I'm not going to necessarily. But I feel like there's stuff that is like underestimated, and like there's cult classics and stuff like that you know, when they come out, they're not. Nobody really cares about them. Then all of a sudden they become, oh, let's all watch this or let's all do that. You know.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you.
Just wonder if anybody had any games or any books or any movies or shows. That's why I said media that they feel are that way. Glad I'm the only one.
I'm thinking. I'm also.
I mean, I was always a fan of like the Warcrafts and all that. I mean, the older PC games, that style. I mean,
I don't know if you'd say that's underrated.
God, everybody I know has played Warcraft except for me. Has played some kind of Warcraft.
yeah, but I'm talking about like the original, not the World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, compared to what everybody plays now.
Or
I mean,
like even a movie that has been like panned that you think is actually good, you know?
The actual Warcraft movie.
I doubt, that is what made me think of it, but I doubt anybody will say that.
That movie's not great.
I mean, there's some movies that we all consider classics now that when they came out were flop. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
The Blob.
Yeah. Was it a flop?
No. That was like original horror story.
Was it Swamp Thing that was a flop? There's one that's that was
Yeah.
didn't do as well.
That one was. I do believe is what they considered that one.
Anything like that, I mean, well, I can tell you one that I think they kind of fucked up real good. The Hobbit, I feel like they jacked that one up with the movies. The book's a really good book. The movie is way too long. What the hell you need that many movies for that?
I thought it was fun.
It's just too long. It's just, I mean, like somebody said, that movie had about 6 endings. Just pick one. But then, like the second movie, the choices was weird for me. I like Jackson generally, but like on was it the second movie? They didn't. What was it? Something happened. Either they didn't. They killed the dragon in the start of the third movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And what they
They-
should have done is that should have been the end of the second movie.
Yeah. It's like they built up this dragon as possibly like a major player in the next movie. And then turned around and basically just killed him off in the first 2 or 3
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, it was like, well, great. If you were gonna do that, you could have done that in the first one. And then, yeah, just then we know. Okay, then we're just moving on to something else. Which, if you read the book, you know that anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking that because I was thinking The Hobbit because I just finished a audiobook where Andy Serkis is doing The Hobbit, and it's fantastic. You wouldn't believe this, but the Golem is spot on. For anybody that doesn't get the joke, Andy Serkis is the guy that plays Golem.
I assumed it was. It's been a long time since I've watched those.
If you saw the dude, you know. Apparently, he did a lot of assistant directing on The Hobbit. Like Peter Jackson relies on him a lot now. Found that interesting.
Oh, good for him.
Yep. But I was just curious if anybody had anything like that. Apparently,
fair,
I'm the only one.
Andy Serkis is probably one of the first ever true motion cap actors.
Yeah. Planet of the Apes, or was the Golem first?
I think Gollum was first, but then he did a lot of stuff at Planet of the Apes anyway.
Didn't
Like, he was
play,
Caesar.
He does Caesar. Yeah, he does.
He was
Caesar in
Caesar, yeah.
Planet of the- Which, if you don't know, is the main character in Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay, yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
main monkey dude.
So wait, he mocapped it?
Yep. So yeah,
I did not know that. That's great.
Gollum and Caesar were basically the same actor.
To refinish my desk, I think.
Excellent. I thought it was just all CGI. I mean, obviously I know the ape CGI, but like, I thought the movement.
You
was
didn't
all
think
that.
they mocapped it? They just like recorded apes and then.
I didn't really. It wasn't like something that was like in my mind while watching. I was like, oh, that's an actor. That's a human doing those motions. It's not exactly my thought process when that was going on.
Okay, get off my screen. Sorry.
Your beat
Huh?
screen?
It's also
That
been
might be-
a long.
Go ahead. No, just saying I was on a BRB screen.
It's also been a long time since I've seen that movie. So
Yeah, I saw it and it was like that's pretty good, and then that was it. Sink me. But it's like there's people, and this is like there's people that are obsessed with Star Wars, right? Star Wars everything. It's just not me. I've never cared. But I like all the Marvel stuff, so I can understand.
I
the
was
fandom.
about to say that's a strong, strong statement.
But
for me.
the Star Wars is long before Marvel, if we're honest. That whole group. I like Star Trek. Real big Star Trek fan. Said Trek and said Trek. That was weird. But Star Trek fan. I like that. But I don't know. I just never understood this fandom until the Marvel stuff came out, I guess. But yeah, the Quiet Place I think is an underrated movie to me. Ooh, Penny. But yeah, I just think that's I have to watch it again. That's what I was thinking about when I saw the preview for the second. I was like, oh, I need to watch that again and see if it's as good as I remember it the first time. That's my other question is some movies, like there's some movies that you can watch every day. I mean, like every time you see them on, you could, well, not every day. That would be crazy.
Oh
time-
yeah, that.
Every time you see them on, you could just, you know, oh, like Die Hard. Oh, Die Hard's on. Let's just watch it. You know, certain ones like that. And I wonder if that's one. for me, as somebody who likes musicals, like if Jesus Christ Superstar is on somewhere,
Oh,
I'll
that's
watch
also
it.
very good.
Yeah, especially like the UK tour version. I watch that constantly. But
I didn't know it had a UK tour version.
yeah, it had one of the Spice Girls played Mary.
Ah, I see.
Melanie CBA something.
Are we doing the
I'm glad
ABCs?
you're
Sporty
trying to spell
Spice. Sporty
spell-
Spice.
Spell the alphabet for us.
Spell the
Sporty
alphabet.
Spice. Spell the alphabet. A, B, C. This is good podcast material. Hold on. D.
I mean, that's what you were doing.
But no, I just thought that it would like stuff like that. There's certain ones like Warehouse 13. One of those episodes on, I'll watch it.
Yep, those are
I've
good.
I've gone back and rewatched the series. You know, stuff like that's just interesting to me. I don't know if anybody else has
What
those.
about Drop Dead Fred?
Ooh, that's one of those movies that I think really wouldn't hold up now.
Mm-mm.
I have no
Ray, do you
idea
know what
it
I'm
is.
talking about?
No, I was trying to think if I could remember
We
that. or
have our
not.
next movie night.
Okay, my internet's gonna go out probably. That's usually how this works for me.
Wow, he's excited about that now.
Can you tell that that's for Ray's power going out, or that's for my postal enjoyment of the movie?
Both.
Who knows?
I mean,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
we're
no,
also
I'm-
talking
I'm-
about. I mean, we talking about different years too. I mean, me and Blake, and of course Ray will have different ones than you guys would have.
Yeah, Blake's gonna have different ones than us because you know he probably remembers silent movies.
I mean, he is 1 year older than me. Remember?
Yeah, but you hold that over his head. You remember?
Is he short?
But like, oh man, what about
Blake can film height.
Crawl? Anybody seen Crawl?
I've done it. I never seen it.
Oh, what was? Oh, you made me think of one.
Thank
Oh my
you.
god, it was a sci-fi original movie. Mimic.
Hmm.
You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
That was
like an
actually
alien,
a
wasn't
decent movie. Yeah, it was like an alien dude. It was like an alien, almost like bug-looking dude, but he looked like a person when he would like want to. He looked like a dude in a trench coat or something. It was really good, actually. God, I remember when sci-fi was good.
Stargate.
Sci-Fi Channel was good.
Stargate was the shit.
Yeah, Stargate's another one. I don't know. I never got into Stargate really. Star Trek: Next Generation.
Blake,
I'm
remember
not
that one?
familiar.
Nope.
Hmm.
I don't
That was one of
know
my
if-
favorites.
Crawl ever made it to Australia. I seem to vaguely. Which one was Crawl? Remind me.
Had the spinny thing with blades.
I thought you
As a
said Blake
weapon.
for a second. Thinking of Blake, and I was like,
As a
very
weapon.
confused. I think
Yeah,
I
it had-
remember that.
Had a Cyclops in there.
Yeah, I don't know. What about Pinhead? Remember that?
Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
The monster. Well, I don't know.
Okay, now I've got one problem that Trace is going to have with this as well.
Mhm.
This has become a nostalgia conversation.
No, it's good.
The younger guys are going, "What the hell? These
I
stupid
prefer the
people
slow
talking about?"
mo, to be honest, but
Wow.
When did this movie come out anyway? 82.
It sounds like a bunch of old people. In there.
Damn, you're old.
Remember this? Would
Back-
you say 82?
82 is when that came out.
I'll tell you
That
a
was
secret.
before any of us were born.
This is sad. I was like, I was not
Holy
even
shit, that was Liam Neeson.
Neeson.
That's
You said Nielsen. Nielsen are the people that do the like ratings on channels or whatever.
mhm.
Yeah, that must have been young Liam Neeson, but yeah, 82 was before any of us here were born. At least my stuff came out where I can remember it.
Look, they even
That's
showed this.
interesting because IMDb says that that's actually 83.
Yeah, I
29th
see.
of July, 83.
As I scroll down, that you actually rent it and buy it on YouTube.
That's 4 years before I was born. Actually, in July is actually almost exactly 4 years. I was born in July.
I was still not born, even though it is 1983.
We're gonna have to get. I'm gonna add this to our list.
Oh, we still gotta watch. I assume everybody's watched Mortal Kombat by now.
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
I haven't either. I've been holding
We
off.
I've
can't talk about it. Can't talk about it.
Well, no, just talk about it in
mad.
general. Not as a movie night. Winky wink. No, I'm just talking about in general. I've been holding off to talk to you guys about it.
I have watched it.
Yeah. You ruined it.
Good
Do they
for
have
you,
the
huh?
song? I want the song. The guy yelling. nothing like a movie where the guy yells in the theme song.
I'm glad you cut out like halfway.
Did I?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. What did I cut out at?
Just midway through the sentence. You're fine. We hold you.
Okay.
We got the gist of it.
Guy yelling the name of a movie during a theme song for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. Where have I cut out? Annoyed. I think we can probably shuffle along.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, if we if we move to the next topic, the one on the last topic, we have like almost an hour left. So
We got this.
We
Fine, I
can
think-
worry
Hour left.
Don't worry
We
about
don't.
We have an
I
hour
think
left.
yeah, we do. We started like at 9:30, like 9:15, 9:30. So we have like 45 minutes left.
No.
Oh, okay.
We can just have
You
a
guys-
short
if you-
one.
I guess we're just gonna cut it to a really short one. That's fine.
We're
But,
still, we'll still, I mean,
Come
once
on.
we'll just say this. Once we go to actually a podcast format, like actual app that actually, where we can do the stuff that's not just on here, you know, in YouTube and that. Once we get better at this, then we'll
Bars.
be a little more professional.
Wait, hold on before we move on.
Mhm.
Hi, Abe.
Hi.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
You wanna be pen pals?
We gotta check up on them.
What's happened? Where did this come from?
You seem so enthusiastic to greet me.
I just was making sure.
We haven't heard you for this entire
Well,
session.
it was been about Marvel, and I've been reading stuff on Marvel, but
We haven't been in anything about Marvel for a while.
yeah, no, but the examples I was giving, but stuff that I really haven't been able to contribute.
Honestly, I
Okay.
forgot you were here.
It's our weekly check of like you see Grandpa like sleeping in a chair. You gotta make sure that yeah, you gotta make sure
I'm
we're
not dead. Grandpa wakes up every once in a while. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm not dead yet. That's the old Monty Python thing. Bring out your dead. No, I feel fine. I swear.
That movie is so good. I watched I just watched Naked Gun with my my grandma this weekend. She said she's seen it, and I'm pretty sure she has. But that was good because typically I watch a lot of those old slapsticks with my dad and grandpa growing up, so it's good seeing Ho.
That's what I
Watching it
was-
with Ho.
It'll tie back another one. That's one that's underestimated in America, I think.
Hey, JR.
Python and,
What's
like,
up?
The Flying Circus and the whole like movie
Python's
series to me is
Oh, Python is
hilarious.
absolutely brilliant. Like, those guys are comedic geniuses.
It's so
For
like
the nights that say knee.
If it's like Holy Grail is really good.
Yeah,
Life
love.
of Brian is good.
I haven't seen
Meaning
Life
of
of
Life
Life
of
is-
Brian. Oh my god, Life of Brian is amazing.
Meaning
do
of
that
life.
Fortnite?
Bring me the
I haven't-
machine that says ping.
I haven't seen that, so I need to watch that.
There's a few of them. Flying. See, my dad was
I downloaded the
traveled Europe a lot, so he was big into British comedy.
the
Fawlty
install
Towers,
or the launcher.
what's
Or the-
one in-
whatever it's
in
called.
the- in the, like,
I have it, but I have not messed with it yet.
It's called.
Are you being
But-
served?
Are You Being Served? All these we used to watch because PBS was free. But Flying Circus had one that was like it's like a skit show. It was like the original skit show. And there was one that was like the Ministry of Funny Walks.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
one.
And they all walk. And then there was a comedian that referenced it, and he said Walmart at midnight, Ministry of Funny Walks. And anytime I go into a Walmart late at night now, I can never like get that thought out of my brain the whole time I'm watching people walk around in there. It's just like don't laugh at that person. That's rude. Don't laugh.
Can't happen.
But yeah, it's a Monty Python, Faulty Towers, which is Faulty Towers is John Cleese too, but it's just so good. Like British comedy is right up my alley.
I was always a fan of the Whose Line Is It Anyway? The British, the
yeah.
original.
I like the original. Yeah, I like both. Honestly, I never had a problem with either.
But it was
The
just
original
something
that
about the
actually
original.
still had Colin Mockery and Ryan
Yeah.
Stiles.
No,
No,
they just moved right on over with it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, were they on the?
They were on the
They
UK
were in the
one.
British. Whose line is it anyway?
I did not know that actually.
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool. But I thought you were talking about the one Drew Carey, when they ended up that one, and then they had Aisha Tyler as the host.
That
I
was
thought
good.
you were talking about that.
Didn't they bring it back for a little while?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so
there
they
was, like-
brought it back with Aisha.
No, they brought it back with somebody else, and it was like a Las Vegas thing or something. It was like a live show, and there was like a part where he rolled around on mouse traps. I can't remember what it was.
What?
Yeah,
Did they bring Jackass into it?
it was sort of was. It was like a weird. I don't remember what. I can't. God, I have to look that up. What it was called? I don't think it was called Straight Who's Line, but it was Who's Line. But they like changed it a little bit.
I don't
And
know.
it was really good.
I don't think they could ever top the original.
No, it was. It had enough of the original in it that it was good. You know.
I've never heard whatever you were talking about, mouse traps and.
It was like a different. It wasn't on the same stage.
Right.
Like it was a different stage. Let's see.
I mean, Wayne
Is it
Brady
on the
did
CW?
his
When it
stuff.
came out on the CW?
CW is the new one with Aisha Tyler.
I'm not.
Yeah,
seen
that
it.
might have been the one with the special guest.
Yeah, special guests would come out every episode. And was that on the old ones? I don't remember them doing special guests.
No, that was. They used to have like people that would sing with Aisha, but this one.
No, they didn't sing it. They sang with Wayne.
Yeah, it's how the usually when they would do the special guests, it was like Wayne was singing to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or then they also would come out with one sketch with Colin and Ryan. But then they always would have a rotating fourth man.
I can't remember. There was some variation of Whose Line.
I have no idea what you're. I've never heard anything like that.
Basically, you're crazy.
Essentially.
Understandable.
I think she had more of a thing. Like Aisha was more in it than the original.
And then Drew? And she never really did much. I mean, she did the same as Drew of like,
Yeah.
basically saying what they're gonna do, giving them prompts, maybe some playful back and forth with the guys, but nothing like she
was
didn't
like
really
a-
have her own skit.
It was like, wait, no, it might be it. No.
I don't know what.
I don't know. I'm
it might have
waiting.
been like a little blip that they just tried for a little while that didn't. I mean, because I just vaguely remember it. Trust us with your life.
Is
Your
Ray
Paris
becoming
and
senile?
Propaganda.
I'm
reading
waiting to see how
Wikipedia
long
now.
you can go.
I'm
It's
reading-
fine,
Now
he's-
I'm like deep into Wikipedia trying to figure this out.
It's fine. He's getting the time that we need.
Mhm.
Yeah, but only issue is we need to fill a dead air.
Yeah, just
No,
keep
you don't.
babbling randomly.
No, we don't. Just keep this going. I
Trying
mean,
to
he was announcing when he was going down the list, so just let him keep going.
Keeps
Drew
going
Carey's
and
Green
going.
Screen Show. I can't even say that word. Why did I say it like
I
I
would
had a
say,
stroke
could you
halfway
run
through?
could you run that by me again?
Drew Carey's
Yeah?
Green. I can't not gonna stop laughing. Drew Carey's Green Screen Show.
Uh-huh.
That's 2004. That's too old.
I kind of remember that one. I don't remember watching it, but I remember seeing a preview for it.
Wait, is this one?
Back when you watch
Carey
commercials.
and several cast members also started touring North America with a live action show called Drew Carey's Improv All Stars. The show was a live stage show similar to Who's Line. Kind of caught in my teeth. I put my teeth back in. And featuring many of the same games, there are also some new ones. The live show started in 2003. It says in 2006 are only seen on occasion. Most of Gary's current show. Colin Mockery, Brad Sherwood, and Drew Carey performed at the Just Lies Festival in Montreal, Improv All Stars 2000. Mockery toured simulating blah blah blah. So maybe that was it. The show was recorded on Stage 29 at Paramount. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was his thing. I just happened to catch it, and it had a lot of the same people on it. So they did some of the same stuff, and
I remember, yeah, Drew Carey had they had a small little show, but it wasn't never that popular.
yeah, but it had a lot of the same. Yeah, see, this is it. Yeah, it's produced at the Hollywood Theater MGM Grand, so it was like in a casino thing. That was the one I was thinking of. That it had a lot of the same shows, but like there was one thing where there's like mouse traps on the ground because it had one of the young dudes. I remember his name. He wasn't one of the originals. And he like had a roller. Jeff Davis, that's his name.
Oh, Jeff, yeah.
Yeah, he was like on there. That's where I first saw him, I think.
He was on the old ones.
Yeah,
Not
I
as
must have
much
just
as
not. Yeah, I must have just not caught him.
They used to have the other Gary can't remember his name.
Greg Proops, not Poops.
Big Greg, but there was another guy. His name's Gary. He was kind of big, but when he had the CW one, showed that he lost a lot of weight. I can't remember his name, but he's really cool.
I think I know who you're
It only
talking
lasted
about.
one season.
He was a really
Yeah.
big guy, wasn't he?
Really big guy, yeah. But then he lost
Like
a lot
bigger
of
than
weight.
the guy from the Mike and Molly.
I've never seen Mike and Molly.
That's
I can't
Say
remember his
his
name.
Very low.
you know Mike and Molly. That's what's her
Maybe.
name? McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy is for sure.
Melissa McCarthy and
Like we have Duel, but
I'm looking.
he's getting a new show.
Gary Anthony Williams. Do you not? Oh,
Billy Gardell. That's his name. That me and Lone were on about.
mm,
That was the last sitcom I was into. Believe it or not, that I actually watched all the way through. It's funny. It's Melissa McCarthy, so you know it's funny. Well, at least for me, I know it's funny because she makes me laugh generally anytime I see her or anything. And he's funny too. I thought it was a more realistic take. You know, it wasn't all happy, fun time sitcom.
Okay, just I'm looking at the how long that show's been on. The Drew Carey poll went from 98 to 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Aisha Tyler's been from 2013 is when they renewed it.
Mm-hmm.
Now 2021.
Uh,
That's gone on a long time.
it went on
actually.
before them too.
Right. I'm saying the American version.
I think the American version initially had the UK host. They didn't start with Drew.
No, the thing I'm looking at started with Drew. The one I'm specifically looking at. It's on the Wikipedia page. I'm not familiar with the UK one. So
1998. Yeah. Wonder how. What was the one? And was the one in England was called the same thing? Wonder how long it had been on before they took it over to the States.
Quite a while. It was on for a good while.
Created by Dan Patterson and Mark Lefson in 1988. I was 1 year old as a radio show.
Oh, it started as a
Then-
radio show?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a kind of, so like they combined two radio shows to make that one. Clive Anderson, Colin Martin. I've seen Clive Anderson on QI before. That's why I knew I recognized him for something. Every time I would watch the QI and he'd be on there, I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. It's Who's Line. He was the host. Total of 10 seasons, 136 episodes. Yeah, and it did have Colin Martin and Ronald Stiles.
I'm sorry, I just looked at Ryan Stiles like stuff he's done, and I forgot about Reno 911. I don't know if anyone saw that show. He was for an episode, but that takes me back. 'Cause, oh my god, that show is great. But the sad part about that is they renewed. Okay, does anyone remember Quibi? Does anyone know what Quibi is?
He was in Dharma and Grey. Sorry.
Quibi is like how to put this? Shitty Netflix. It's like
I
if
think
you
I've
take if you took
heard of it before.
if you
somewhere.
took
Oh,
Netflix,
I
but
do.
made it like Vine, where you make it short style series. That's what happened. That's what Quibi was. And I don't know how or why, but they renewed Reno 911, but on Quibi. And so there's a whole series of renewed Reno 911, like whole new episodes, but they're like 5-7 minutes. I think it's like the longest was supposed to be like 10, like full Quibi. Like that was the longest anything could be. But that like dropped horribly. Like that is even worse than what's the one thing we were shitting on last week? Stadia. Quibi went down faster than Stadia.
Yeah, I remember it was like there and then it was gone.
It's not good. But yeah, that was a good show. I miss. But I think we should go to the next topic, the last one here. That Blake had of, which was what is your most prized possession? So Blake, what do you value?
And again, this doesn't have to be something of monetary value. It doesn't have to be something more specific that is worth a lot of money. It was just something
High
that you
quality.
think
Like
doesn't
just
even have to be
something-
high quality. It's just
Yeah.
something that you prize as either it was given to you by a someone or a family member, something along those lines.
Any value, sentimental,
Yeah.
wealth, whatever.
Yeah.
Just something you would probably think of, hey, this is valuable.
Yeah,
Mm.
pretty much. So I have a couple. One of them was an old, and this might seem a little bit strange because I'm not a religious person at all. I was actually given an old Bible that my grandmother had from when she was young, that was apparently given to her when she was young.
Was your family tree or genealogy stuff in it?
No, it's
Okay.
just an old Bible that was owned by, that was given as a gift to someone, which has then been regifted to me. I think it was printed in like 1817 or something like that. So it's a Bible that is over 200 years old.
Damn.
The other one is okay. Back in the year 2000, when Sydney held the Olympics, they, as a lead up to it, they actually were bringing out like Australian Mint $5 coins with 20 or so different events associated with it. I have that set of $5 coins, like in its entirety, which I think is now worth somewhere in the realms of like $5,000 to $10,000. I think the last time I checked.
Damn.
So yeah,
I feel like we can give this in categories, just because it might be difficult for people to actually think, because you gotta want to judge. Ah, is this more valuable than this? So
Well,
me, I think-
value, yeah.
There's
I mean,
monetary value and like emotional value too.
yeah, so like I think you can probably give more than one answer to this.
I would say your emotional value is what
sentimental value.
Yeah.
For most people, sentimental value is going to far outweigh any kind of monetary value, I think.
Well,
I mean, like I got my grandfather's chest from the military.
yeah, that's probably sentimental value. But like for me, it might seem monetarily, but also there's some sentimental value to it. But and it might seem like a cop, but for like me, I really value everything that makes up my house. I love the place where I live, the yard, the area I grew up. It's just,
The grass, the dirt.
I mean, to be honest, yes, it's not something like, if I were to describe where I came from, there was broken concrete sidewalks, and they had glass, glass overhangs, like glass shard overhangs, because people could climb over that stuff and steal things, or just jump over your roof, and you didn't want that in the middle of the night. The roof's not that good. I sort of remember living like that, and it wasn't the best. So I don't take for granted the fact that I have a really decent house. And even before that, I used to live in an apartment, which was already amazing to me. So that's one thing I really value. But if I were to say now, because I'm in a better position in life, something else I would value more, or not value more as in, okay, value monetarily, let's say. I would say probably the thing that I've spent the most money on, which is my computer. It's probably the one thing I can say is mine, that I've spent money on, that I've built, that I've learned, that I've put work in. And to me, that's a lot of accomplishments in one thing.
Yeah, I would say my computer. I mean, it was the first time I've ever built a PC, and I picked everything for it. And I won't say cable management, but
Yeah, it's a pain.
yeah, I mean that's
I get it. I mean, that's one of my big things is, is my PC. I mean, with the Go XLR and all the mods done now, it's like, if you're going to break the mouse and steal something, this room is probably the most monetary valuable room in the house. But for me, sentimentally, my grandfather died when I was 16. So I actually wear part of what he was passed down from him. It's his class ring from his high school. I wear that every day. I have to wear it on my middle finger because his freaking hands were huge. And then he had a retirement ring from Monsanto that I have, broken into a couple years ago. I thought that got stolen, but I luckily hid it from me and the guy, because I found it later and I was reorganizing. So I thought that was like, out of all the stuff that got stolen when that guy broke in and took all that stuff and broke the window, that was what I was most upset about, was that. And I mean, everything. I mean, he stole like my whole jewelry box full of watches, and I had like a couple $100 watches in there. But it's like, that was what I was most concerned about, was like, I didn't want to. That was like irreplaceable. Stuff like that is irreplaceable to me.
ooh, I'm gonna be having a new ring here next week.
Still can't believe you didn't find us.
It's okay, guys. You can watch.
Is it
what
going to
we-
be on Discord? You go have a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and all of us, and we can
No,
watch, and we'll
he's
be
gonna
all there.
live stream it on Twitch.
No.
I will spam
No.
pod.
My anxiety's already going through the roof.
Are you doing like a full ceremony and all that?
It'll be a full ceremony, but the people that is there is just family, and it's only like 25 people max.
Yeah.
So
We're
not bad.
vaccinated. Can we show up?
Yeah, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah,
Nah.
That
same.
was my 2-week
I'm
number.
getting vaccinated still.
No.
It's my first shot's
No.
this Friday. This Saturday.
I
You-
actually was looking forward to going to Universal for once.
I will personally
Oh,
escort you out.
I want to go.
They,
I want to go to the
they,
Harry Potter section.
That
if
sounds
nothing
like
else.
a good challenge.
they just released a new coastal.
The
2 weeks ago.
Jurassic, the Veloci,
The Velocity
Visa.
Coastal.
that one.
So I guess I'm kind of close to Busch Gardens now. I've never been. Never heard of it.
Williamsburg?
Oh, I kind of yeah.
Williamsburg's pretty good. I've been there once. Tampa's great. That's also my personal bias, so because I live next to it. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, Williamsburg's pretty good. Definitely go. They're building a new coastal though. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it's.
It's not
but
open yet.
Pantheon, yeah. That one looks good. But Velocicoastal is supposed to be like, from what I hold from a lot of people, like even before open, it's gonna be like a top 5 coastal. Then Island Gwazi, which is in Tampa, that is also supposed to be like a top 2 coastal. But that got pushed back to 2022, unfortunately. But that is insane. That
Freaking
one is
Universal
definitely-
is like gonna open a whole new park in Florida, aren't they?
Oh, they?
Years. Yeah, they bought a whole bunch of land.
I haven't hold anything.
Mhm.
When
think
my
I
friend
heard
got a job just like a few months ago. He was, well, it's basically like an internship, but paid internship. And the first thing he was told to do was to look at blueprints for some Wi-Fi relays that will be installed in the queue for Velocicoastal.
Oh
he
my
had to
God.
see a bit of that.
Sorry, I'm interrupting for like a banana update.
What?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow!
I am. Is he in a boss fight? I can't see. What does it say?
Look,
Whoa.
I
Doing.
What?
I can't believe you got derailed.
We are the sons of bananas. They control the podcast, even though they haven't been on it once.
Whoa,
What
whoa,
is the
whoa, whoa.
update? Is it the thing that was just posted?
Yeah.
The fact
Dude
that
is
he-
actually asking what we are doing tomorrow
Yeah, he's
a
ahead of time.
day in
I'll admit that.
advance.
I'll admit that. He's definitely, this is the earliest I've ever seen it maybe.
23 hours early.
Anyway, I was gonna say, now that Blake has
I
added
thought
useless
someone got
shit.
stabbed.
I
Yeah,
thought.
I know, the way he said that was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded. I want to say underwhelming, but no.
Epic Universe is what it's called.
Epic Universe. I've never heard of that. So that is it in Orlando? Like
Let's see,
insane-
the first 2 theme parks, University of Florida and Islands of Adventure, and the water theme park, Water Bay. Yeah, it's like, I'm looking at this map, it's like down from it.
Okay, so it's not in the same complex.
No, they had to, remember, because they weren't like Disney, they didn't come 10 tons of land, they had to kind of build with what they had. With
Right.
some of the infrastructure that was already there. So I'm
I'm-
looking at this map, hold on.
I'm well aware. I've been to Universal so many a times.
Yeah. I like Universal, honestly. I haven't even been to the Harry Potter section. That's what I'm looking at. And you
Oh,
look
wow.
at that map.
Wrong chat.
But they're like, what the hell? You're gonna be like, yeah, what the hell was that?
Doing stuff, and I'm in the middle of an encounter. I can't see.
Anyway,
But yeah, it's like the same size as like this new park and this map. It looks like it's about the same size of all of what they have currently.
interesting.
They're doubling their size.
Okay, so I'm looking. Didn't know Endless Summer. It must be something new.
Oh, it's gonna be years. It's like
Right. I'm just trying to trying to guess what they'll like. What a theming they're going for. I guess it's okay. This is a photo.
Oh wait, this might be where Mario Land's going to be. I think.
Isn't that already open?
I
Or
feel
Japan.
Nintendo Land. Is it
Yeah.
Japan?
Nintendo Land. Yeah,
Super
Super Nintendo World. It
Super Nintendo
will
World, yes.
be coming. It's in Japan, and then it'll come to Hall 3,
Ah, that was already open.
and it might be
Japan,
coming.
It
Now
is
it's
just
Yeah.
not in the U.S.
Yeah,
I didn't know they were making one in the U.S.
yeah, they want to, but that's like this is why Universal had to do all this shit. It's because they had to.
That's
They had
not too
to-
bad.
Yeah, it's a few years
I,
out, but they had to do a lot of.
I
a lot of
stayed
development.
in Cabana Bay. I think that's the hotel. Yeah. And it's a pretty good hotel.
I
so, like,
couldn't tell you
that
where we
whole-
stayed.
That whole area is pretty nice. So
All I could tell you is the
it's-
Hulk roller coaster was fantastic.
I can remember
If
the
you-
Hulk ships he made in.
if you like that, you'll
Jason.
probably like. Okay. Well, do you like roller coasters a lot, Ray?
It's been a while since I've been in one, if I'm honest. So I used to.
Okay. Do you like?
I don't like
Did you
go
like the
seek them
ro-
out, but like I'll ride
Okay.
'em.
Did you like the whole coaster for its like huge layout, or for, like the launch?
The launch was something new at the time. I think that was like no
Okay.
other roller coaster.
because
Yeah.
Velocicoaster has 2 launches and they're really fast.
Yeah,
It's
that's
more of
fine.
a it's not as like big and grand as Hulk, but it's way faster, quicker.
I've
Lot
heard
more,
that the
quick tones and
Haggart ride is supposed to be really good. Actually,
it's okay.
it's
It's
like
not-
it's supposed to be
I
a
like
long
where it was
roller
at.
coaster. I think.
I
or something
haven't
like that.
I haven't been on it, but from everything I'm seeing, it's not like super like it's
As long as
as
the
as a
ride's good.
ride, it's not super amazing, but because of the theming and if you're a Harry
Mhm.
Potter fan, that's what makes it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
huge
as
Harry
a
Potter fan.
but without the skin on the ride itself is like, it's all right. It's a pretty cool like family coaster, but because
I
these
heard that it was
theming-
just like long compared to a lot of others.
Yeah, it's
Wasn't
also
it the Dueling Dragons?
yes, it's
Yeah.
also a
Yeah, then I can say it's a good ride. I was on it when it was Dueling Dragons.
Dueling Dragons is amazing actually.
Yeah.
I rode Dueling
Um,
Dragons, but this is going to be slightly different, I'm sure.
However, it is also a night mill to for maintenance.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, really?
the first few months, they literally had like 30% uptime, or something. It was like really low.
Well,
But
it was
I
like
know it's
a
gotten
new
better.
idea too, wasn't it? At the time, something like doing something
No,
quite like
well,
that.
Well, the issue is, I don't want to go too advanced with how it works, but essentially it has a lot of launches, and between areas that you have like launches and breaks, essentially to very easily sum is a chain, well not a chain those little sections that they have to have in case the ride breaks down. Well, only one train can be in each section, and because of how many trains they have and how many sections they have, there was some weird thing where they have too many trains per section. So that's Disney's what is it called? The mountain one.
Space Mountain?
No, sorry, the one
Oh,
was like
the,
physically a mountain with the train call.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. It's
That's the
Sorry,
one they were
that-
building when I went there, I think.
That's the one that has the issue. Well, there's technically one extra train, but this one is just there's so many working pieces because there's so many launches, and there's also 2 drop tracks that they have to have with a piece in between those 2 drop tracks, so it cycles between left, right. There's also a spike part where you shoot past it, then you go up the spike, and then you come back down, and then there's a switch track. So when you come back down, instead of going on the track that you just came from, you go to a track that takes you like to the left. If that makes sense. So there's so many working parts to that coaster. It's not; these aren't new parts. It's just they put a shit ton of them into a ride. Plus the animatronics, and then when you get to the drop track section, there's actually, I believe, 4 different little scenes that can play. So there's so much. So if you want to go on the fact that it was so much walking and supposed to was kind when it came out, yeah. But all this stuff has been there for a long while. It's
Was
just
you riding the motorcycle or sidecar or something?
yes, those the motorcycle and then cycle. The motorcycle
Yeah.
I think should be way cool because you actually have to sit on it like a cycle. But,
That's cool.
But you put your hands on it and like rev it up, and then you can have say if you have like a you're like a kid and your family members, they'll probably put they'll sit in the regular seat where you let the kid be in the cycle.
Yes, my main
Whatever.
problem is like I want to go, but it's like I don't want to be like there alone. Some middle-aged man.
I would go down though again.
Said
Honestly,
I'm fully vaccinated now, so I'm okay
well,
somewhat.
the issue is I went to
guarantee. My cousin got
we
the
know.
vaccine. He now has COVID.
I said
yeah, and it's-
somewhat. I've also had COVID. So.
Yeah,
It's-
you can get the disease. It won't be as severe.
Yeah.
the whole idea of the vaccine is I don't want to get political.
Oh,
but the whole idea is
No.
it greatly lessens your likeliness of getting it, and the more people that have it is the hold
You produce
it
herd
called?
immunity, so it doesn't
hold
spread.
immunity. Yes.
But
So the more
also
people
the
that have
tertiary
it,
thing is it's not going to be as severe.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
because you've
just the
been
more
exposed,
people,
basically.
It's like the flu. If you usually have a flu vaccine, you get the flu. Generally, it's not as bad as.
but the main gist is, yeah.
There's no
You're
Yeah,
better
exactly.
off.
So,
Let's say just
so
that.
yeah. So Ray going into a theme park with fully vaccinated, he is less likely to get it without having it.
Yeah.
Granted, he still can, but
I've gotten the flu when I had a flu vaccine before.
I would do that, Ray. Like I'd absolutely would go with you, and I have a friend that would go up. But last time I went to any park and try to get on rides, I'm too tall for some rides, and my chest is too like big. Like not like okay, my stomach is big too, but like my physical my man boobs
Or broad.
because I'm a huge
Grim's to
like
say that for you.
linesman. Even though they don't, they don't.
broad. He said broad, not bra. By the way, I want to point that
I
out.
know,
It very
I heard
much
that.
sounded like bra for a second, and I was like, "That's rude."
Well, it's
But,
like
like-
he said boobs right before I said it. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like
And
I don't like
expected Grims to say that.
I don't have like big fat man titties, right? It's just that I have a huge chest size that
Is
is
that
just like the wholeness can't go around it. So that's my issue is I need to slim down a bit. And also I think my height, some coasters I just cannot ride because of my height. Like physically, like my torso is too tall. That was the issue for the inverted coastal Matsu. Was my torso was too tall.
Can I point out that what we were talking about before we started this was things we value?
We
Oh,
value
man,
this
titties.
conversation.
Ray, this is the one topic I had to speak about. It was the sidetrack. Come on.
I know it's just like the weirdest sidetrack. I was just thinking, I was like, boy, what's happened?
Don't ask questions.
We went a real left turn there. I mean, I was all in it because like I
Don't
was like,
you hold
I was
me
think-
back to the topic.
Don't you go back right.
It's my job.
I mean, I'm all in it because I was thinking about like Universal. So it's like I've been to Disney World a few times. I've only been to Universal once. I've been to Busch gardens a few times. I've only been to Universal once. So I was like, man, I could go. And I've never been since they did the Harry Potter stuff. Excuse me.
So does
So,
anyone
would-
have a private
I would go with you.
position? I would want to go.
You would go alone?
yes, I would. I'll be in
You
the
share a
same
bed.
boat.
I mean, a
Trace,
hotel room.
I'd share a bed with you.
Well, we're
I like-
married.
I
I mean,
like-
we're
I
husband
like
and
to
wife.
cuddle.
So we're husband and wife. We should share a bed, shouldn't we?
There ain't nothing wrong with two guys cuddling in the bed.
How do you think people stay warm when it's
You
real
people.
cold?
What do you mean, you people?
You-
Wait a second.
What? We're talking about Navy guys, aren't we?
I would-
Wow. Now it's
Well,
just
not
got
your
all out
server.
Anyway,
Do what you gotta do.
but anyone have a prized position they like to talk about?
Grims, what's your prized possession? Your child.
Wait, what are we talking about?
That's a way of tickling him in that, because if he says anything other than that,
Your most valuable possession. I don't think a child is a possession. I'd like to point out firstly.
Yeah, they outlawed that.
oh no, wasn't Grim saying no, child on possessions? No, it's outlawed. I can't say it.
We have cats.
We have
Little
cats.
cats possessions.
I mean, technically, yeah.
You don't have like a side or anything, Mr. Reaper, or anything?
No, I don't. I need one.
Wait, you're trying to make him all female?
Hell no, I've been looking at some Viking axes I'm about to buy.
Are you gonna opening as a Viking?
No, I'm talking about some real life shit.
Shit's expensive. I was looking at them too.
Fuck yeah.
Are you looking at Etsy?
No, but some of them are on there.
A lot of those, they actually home blacksmiths making them.
I know, that's what Etsy's all about.
Well, yeah. Listen. So, Tress, how's your day going?
Did
Good.
he ever actually answer the question? I wasn't
He
listening.
said cat.
Cat.
Wow, cat over child. That's
He
his
did say
most-
computer earlier, but
He said he
Oh,
wanted to say
yeah.
child because it's not really something you possess.
Children's all.
That's
That's
not
something
re-
you raise
Too
and you
quote.
take care of.
Something you raise.
yeah, I like that. That's
You would raise children. You wouldn't possess
You-
children.
you
You're not
would.
gonna
Possessing him like a ghost.
mind control children.
Oh, speaking of.
Okay, no.
Wow.
this is
No,
going real
no,
weird
no,
today.
no.
let's change the subject.
Fun fact.
There you go, Greg. we got past you now.
Wow. All right.
We don't need you anymore, Grims.
No, I mean I got rid of him having to answer the question he avoided.
I actually came across a game that was using the Phasmophobia Garage. You know how they use it as a resource from a resource.
Is that your pride position?
Yes, it is. That's just a fun fact.
I'm so confused.
You stupid son of a.
All right.
It didn't beep. It just cut out. For
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Freaking mother.
Yeah, go ahead, try again.
Yeah, try again.
No.
Okay.
21.
You're gonna say son of a.
There you go. Thank you.
You know, I haven't done mine yet, so hold on, let me just tell.
There it was.
Are you holding it down? Hold it down.
Yeah, I did.
Hold it down because I think it's cutting out.
I
again.
am. So not
It kind of.
okay.
It's like there, and then yeah, it's doing the weird Discord thing.
whatever.
It's
I
cool.
don't use it, so I don't.
Yeah, I
give
don't.
a
We
shit.
don't. I think none of us here really use it that often. It's just a funny little thing.
I would say
I-
I've never heard it
is
so
he
much
hitting
until
it?
We hopped in the car before we went live.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to fix.
It's a weird Discord thing where it's like, no, we don't want to hear this.
No. But I guess I'll say my pride position. So technically, I mean, obviously, if you want to go the material route, it'd be like, oh yeah, my computer, my VO, something like that. Which I don't even use my VO. I almost want to sell it, if I'm not. But on a sentimental value, I will say, probably my my first dog that I ever had, Vocalo. We kept Vocalo with our name tag and stuff, and I will always make sure it's in a good spot because she was such a good dog. We got her from the pound the same day she actually was dropped off at the pound. But she was a little older. She was about like, we think 5 to 6. We're not sure exactly how old she was when we got her. And also the people at they didn't know exactly what she was because she was kind of like a mix between Chihuahua, Dachshund, maybe a little Terrier. They didn't know. but she was by far like the sweetest thing ever, most protective, and really like just helped me learn like simple things like I don't want to say like compassion because it makes you sound like a psychopath. It's like, oh, I learned compassion, but like
From a dog.
I really learned to like handle like animals, be nice and treat animals with value and really take a hold of it. I learned what it means to be a pet owner. I mean, technically, but, like that's where I got like my love for helping out with animals. I helped with wolves. My last job was with animals.
But you helped.
I wanted
Lone?
to thank you.
There's a wolf sanctuary. Yeah.
I'm glad there was two people who
Was-
said that
Was
though.
Flynn and Coy there as well?
Yeah.
Tress
Joke
hates
that gets
this.
Anytime anybody says wolf, this joke
Yeah.
gets repeated
Yeah.
over and over and over.
Tress is just rolling his eyes real bad right now. I can hear it through the.
No. He's not rolling his eyes. His face is in his palm right now.
It's actually the like a whinging face. Like you're smiling, but it's not actually because you're happy. It's because you don't know what to express. That's basically what's going on.
Hatred.
Constipated face?
No. I'm not. I don't need to take a shit. It's not. I got a shit face. It's a
I smell
face
shit
of
face?
pain.
You got shit faced.
It's a face I make after putting up with your shit. Put it that way. But that's my pride possession. It's a little I don't know how to say it, but like it's basically like the thing I probably value the most. That I would like say if there was like a file or something, that'd be one of the first things I would grab instantly. Younger me would have said my first stuffed animal, but that was like kid me. And now
I had a
it's
My
stuff like that.
Buddy. Those were great. That's my first real like friend. That sounds sad.
My
That
buddy.
sounds, yeah, it does.
I've done a stupid thing.
I see the stupid thing.
There they go again, talking about the game.
Sorry. Uh-oh. Isn't there a way to recover your items? Sorry, I
Yeah.
lost important things.
Anyone else have a pride possession
Ew.
that's not in the game?
That's not in the game. Apparently not.
Mhm.
I guess I technically do, but I just don't want to mention it because it's a very creepy item. So I'm not going to.
Your scooter.
No.
Your scooter.
No, it's I will mention it, and then after the podcast, I'll show you why I said it's creepy. But it's
I can't wait.
it's a yellow duck stuffed animal, and I won't tell you why on the podcast why it's special to me, but
Oh,
it's very
That
creepy
one's
to look
kinda a little weird.
at. No, it's from when I was a kid. That's all you need to know on the podcast.
okay. Anyone else have anything to add? Or
Does it have a corkscrew?
What?
What?
Default,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
stereotype, it has a corkscrew
No.
on it.
Can
No.
we fit two?
No.
God damn it, Lone.
That is my job. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I can just imagine everybody just be sitting there, like, just thinking about it for 1 second.
No. That's all I have to say. Just no. As I proceed to look for it and not pay any attention. Play? I meant pay any attention to what's going on.
That's alright.
But
Sad.
I guess if no one has any other
Objections? Nope.
objections,
Are we getting married?
possessions.
I mean, we can in
We're
Las
in
Vegas.
court.
If we go to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's true.
Am I gonna be invited to that one?
Well, Supposed to be the group one.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's part of the group trip. Got it, got it.
That all depends on Blake and that kind of stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
holy
Blake can make
shit!
it.
I'll bring
No way Sorry. I
I'll,
actually did the game thing.
I'll
If
bring
Blake can't make it, then it's not happening.
I'll
That's
bring
it.
Blake with me when he comes and visits Houston.
We said
Hey.
Vegas because he flies into California, is what I heard. So like that would be the easiest for all of us to meet. Because let's be honest, most of us are on the East Coast here.
Okay, fine.
Almost all of us.
I'll bring him back to Houston. Or to Houston. Not back because he's never went, but
Have you asked him?
he's not gonna have a choice. He's gonna be in the trunk.
Wow, that's kidding.
Think Grimm's kills for kidnapped children? I don't think so.
No.
He's I mean he's saying it on the podcast that he will kidnap.
I would very much like to visit the US again. I don't know when that will actually happen, but I do know for a fact that there's a group of my friends from here that are hanging out to get back there, but I think the way things are going at the moment, probably not going to be for at least another couple of years.
Let's keep the podcast
We'll
going
just-
for those
We'll all
years.
just come to Australia.
I mean, Grab's from
Well, that's
Australia, we can
probably
all
not
just
going to
ride
happen
with
to you
them.
guys anyway.
I think it's going to depend on the thing we talked about earlier.
The cocaine thing?
Vaccine rollout and all that. Hey, I'll show anybody who wants to see my little vaccine card. Look at this. I go, look at this.
That's just a strange thing for me. Is be like the whole vaccine code. Like some people like really wanting to show it off.
I don't even carry
Right.
mine.
It's like
I
it's
don't
one
carry
thing
it,
of
but I'll keep it. And I was warned to keep it for boosters. That I have to add it. But I just don't understand. I can understand like getting on an airplane. If I ran an airline service, I'd be like, yeah, either show me a negative test or show me a vaccine card. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's something you can't avoid people. You know, it's just like crammed in there.
Have I mentioned to you guys that Australia is now actually open partially for international travel?
Probably not America, right?
No. Australia and New Zealand have
Ye-
their own international travel bubble.
Which you know is funny is America is leading the world in vaccine administration.
Correct.
America.
So we're not the same country, but it's going to take a while for the stereotype to go away.
I found the duck, by
I
the
just
way.
like to think of all of the anti-vaxxers sort of saying, well, you know, I don't want to get COVID, but I don't like vaccines. What do I do here?
That's quite literally what my parents are doing. The good old, they're gonna do everything in their power, not to, like try not to get COVID, except getting the vaccine.
Everybody in my family, every person except for the kids, has got the vaccine now.
I mean, I got 5G on my phone now, and it's not even a 5G phone.
That's what I'm saying. I got 6G. I got so much.
Feel the G's.
It just amazes me. It's a shot. Jesus Christ.
5G's.
Yeah, it is Jesus. It is. These people are nut jobs. It just
Not what
anti-vaxxers
going
is
for.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'll never say that's a political issue. If I come up on the street and you have a shirt that says anti-vaxxer, I'll just tell you you're a moron in your face. You're an idiot, and I hope Mother
What about
Nature
my,
takes care of you.
What about my flat Earth conspiracy, right?
Oh,
Is
those
that
two.
okay?
Those two. You could all get on a ship together and go to an island. And kill each other slowly over time with diseases.
Working on it.
I mean, that's what they're going to do. They're just going to die to old, and they're going to bring them back for us to deal with, too, is the only other problem.
I can't wait for Black Plague winter. It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
good.
so bad when they bring back shit that's like just like you said that bad. It's like why? What is the point? It's like-
it
it's
just made
like
me think of like
Moon
Dre Cypher.
deniers,
What's the
moon landing
deal with all
deniers
the
is the same thing.
what's
Mhm.
the deal with the Black Plague?
We
I
can
like when
prove.
that one dude got punched.
Oh yeah, when old Buzz didn't take no bullshit from it. Or was it Buzz? It was Buzz, wasn't it? Punched the dude right in the face. Buzz Aldrin did.
Yep.
One of the moon deniers got in his face, started yelling, but Buzz was like, "Yeah, I'm a bastard. I don't give a shit. Come here." That was great. Not that I'm saying violence is the answer, but you know, got his point across. But yeah,
Sounds
there's
like
I don't know. Just like people that believe, they don't understand. Like people that believe conspiracy theories like that don't understand human nature, and that there's an old saying that to keep a secret, the best person to tell it to is one other person, maybe. And for some of these conspiracies, you're talking thousands of people are keeping this secret. It's like that's probably not possible. It just amazes me.
Good luck with that.
Like the moon one, we have like these reflectors on the moon, so we can point a laser at it and show that we've been there because they reflect the laser back.
Well, it's just
I've
that,
not heard of that one.
They're gonna
Yeah.
send an
You've
artist
never heard of
into
that,
the
where
moon.
you send the
That's
laser
all
up
you're gonna buy?
and
I'll
then
let
you actually
show
see it
yourself out.
as the time delay back. It's like what?
I knew you didn't have money the moment
Two.
I laid
I can't remember how long you actually takes to see it.
It's
Like
also
what,
how
1
we can
second or something like that.
we determine that the moon has moonquakes, as the laser helps with that too. Like you think about how the moon
Moonquakes.
affects, like you know how the moon is tide, like the moon causes us to have tides.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those work both ways. And the tides affect the moon, like the Earth causes the moon to have tides, and it like apparently it's ringing like a fucking bell up there because it's so small compared to Earth. That like yeah, the moon is constantly like not constantly, most of the time under some kind of earthquake or moonquake kind of thing. So living up there might not be that much fun, you know. Turns out.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I learned in QI. Love that show. I love facts like that. See, that's my problem. My brain's full of shit like that, and then it's like, what time do you need to be here? Nope, that's gone.
But I don't know. People be crazy. Basically, that's a nice way I can just wrap it up without being too too bad about it.
People be dumbasses.
Don't get me started, please, please.
I
not
think
wanting to talk
this
about
is a good time. It's a good time to close it out, yo. I think we've exhausted
Start
this.
alienating everybody in our audience. Oh, let me tell you how
But
you're stupid.
anyway.
How you're stupid.
Thank you for joining us on episode 17 of the Sun Bananas podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, see you guys next week with the weekly upload. But you can also catch us live. Shut up, I got lost.
No, this
You can
that was
also watch us
laughing.
live on 4 channels. So yeah, twitch.tv, GrimReaperLP, twitch.tv/lone_wolf_ent, twitch.tv RayNavy21, and twitch.tv/2fresh4 and the letter U. Once again, thank you for coming to episode 17. We'll see you next week with episode 18. Until then, good night.
Bye. Bless you.
And this is gonna have to clap.